right, Satellites Unlimited, we're out here in Flomaton, Alabama, just a little bit north of Pensacola. I'm here with superstar Josh Wellmeier. We're out here on a job. Josh just put in a pole mount right behind us right here. So we're here to talk to you about connectivity today. The reason that we're out here is Josh does really well from a connectivity standpoint. So we wanted to kind of get the scoop on what his thoughts, what his ideas were on connectivity. If I'm not mistaken, going back to January of 2020, Josh is running over 60% connectivity from a percentage standpoint. So certainly a subject matter expert. So Josh, what do you attribute your success to as it pertains to connectivity?
Taking advantage of every opportunity. You know, if it's there, it gets connected. It's part of the new features of the Hopper system. It's part of what Dish is advertising, and it's part of what the customers are expecting.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So with that being said, when you come, like, let's just say today, like we're here at this house, what is your thought process when you do that environmental discovery, when you do you're doing your pre-site survey, you do that customer greeting, now you're inside the home. So what does that conversation look like with the customer?
That's going to be your general assessment, talking about confirming the work order, the equipment on the work order, dish placement, any preferences with the customer, any do's and don'ts, also environmental discovery, not only outside, inside for smart home purposes. And you do want to know if they have internet or not. Will they be getting internet? That's a possible referral right there if they don't. So that's kind of when you want to address it with the customer. Gotcha.
And I love that you pointed out that there's a potential retail opportunity. I know that, to me, if hey, maybe, because there are folks that live in some areas to where maybe connectivity isn't so prevalent.
Right.
I would say if connectivity is a little bit on the lower side, just based off the area that we live, you would think kind of that the retail, from a retail perspective, that we would at least maybe have a few opportunities for retails, as you suggested. So you mentioned smart home in the home as part of the pre-site survey environmental discovery process along with connectivity. So how do you kind of tie connectivity to the on-site sales portion?
Well, having connectivity opens up the doorway to a lot of the Nest products, because without connectivity, the Nest products are kind of dead in the water. So it's hard to promote, it's hard to provide the Nest products to a certain extent, depending on the internet connection or depending on what kind of internet they may have. So very important to know if they have it, who's the provider. At that point, that would also lend a helping hand to the smart home sales aspect as far as what we can and what we can't provide for them.
Gotcha. Makes sense. So with that being said, like you talked about some of the benefits from a customer standpoint on, some of the capabilities. So we just talked about the on-site sales, the solutions you could provide or not provide based off of internet connectivity. How about just the features and benefits of the Hopper? Where do you kind of go with that? And another thing I'd like to know too is, do you ever have anybody that kind of like a customer that ever resists that connectivity conversation?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, it's part of the initial setup, connecting the internet. If they have internet, got to connect it. It's beneficial to us. It's quick and easy, and then it's going to obviously benefit the customer, benefit Dish as far as everything they're advertising, as far as what this equipment can do. The customer sees this on advertisements, on the commercials. They want that. They want the voice remote. They want the on-demand. They want the app. They want to be able to tie into their favorite apps through the Hopper system instead of going back and forth to two different mediums. So absolutely, you're going to have your on-demand. You're going to have your Netflix, your YouTube, your Pandora. You're also going to have, your voice-activated remote, your Google control guide, camera systems, controlling the thermostat. And you're also going to have a remote access for the Dish representative for any kind of troubleshooting purposes as well, which is going to tie into the customer if they ever resistant or apprehensive about connecting the internet. That is one of the main features I do bring up. It is also used as a troubleshooting tool as well.
So, you're kind of mentioning the other benefits, some of the, how Dish advertises the benefits of the Hopper. They say, I'm not really going to use that. I'm not a big app user. you kind of bridge that into the troubleshooting aspect.
Correct.
Because what customer isn't going to want that additional support, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So who wants to be tied into, we've all been tied into, customer service hotlines before for 30 minutes to an hour. I think that's a huge advertising point for our customers. So kudos to you for bringing that up. How about, let's go into talking about some of the benefits from a technician standpoint. So, connectivity, we know that it obviously pays $7.50 per household connection.
Right.
For a connected hopper, for Wally jobs, we can get up to 7 connections on one job with Wally, $7.50 per. So now that was a promotion during the summer for $10 per.
It's a good promotion.
Awesome promotion, right? So $2.50 per job extra adds up. Just look at unit pay. I mean, that pay, $2.50, that's completely relatable to some of our unit scales. So $7.50 per connection. So what kind of figures do you see when you get that bonus check on the 20th of the month?
It kind of varies month to month, but consistently in the ballpark, I would say, for the 750 range, definitely anywhere between the $150 to $300 range after taxes. So, you can do a lot with that. That can be a night out with the family. That could be a possible automobile payment,
Sure.
depending on your loan.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things. You can throw it in the bank. You can buy a pair of sneakers if you're a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot with it. It's that extra little, at the middle of the month, you're not really expecting. Sometimes I forget about it, and then you check the bank account and bam, it's there, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. I could really use that. Really wanted to go out this weekend, take the kids here, there, or whatnot, or just go out, on a date night or whatnot. So it really does come in handy. Allows you not to dip, into your funds to do anything, anything special when you have that in your back pocket, so to speak. So, absolutely. When the $10 promotion, you're looking at $300-400, possibly more, depending on how much you can get in, how many retailers you can get along with it. Nice little chunk of change in the middle of the month.
So you're saying it was $300 to $400 even without the retail side? That was just the connectivity side?
That was the $10 connection side, so it was very, very lucrative. I enjoyed it. It was short-lived, but it was very nice. Wish it would come back. But yes, absolutely. It was just like a little extra stocking stuffer you didn't expect.
Gotcha. No, I think that's a great way to put it. And another thing too, you kind of just segued beautifully with the stocking stuffer reference. But we have the holidays coming up. It's a great opportunity to kind of put that check back in anticipation of the holidays to take care of the kiddos, the significant other,
nice
mom,
credit
dad.
card payment, a nice, little extra something for the holidays as well.
Sure, absolutely. So I think, Josh, we really appreciate your time today. I would say, guys, don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to add to your bottom line, increase your revenue. Look for those opportunities on the job each time, every time. It is a conversation piece with every single customer. Matter of fact, in the customer greeting process, once we have that introduction into the door, we're looking for those on-site sales solutions. We're looking on where that hopper placement is, having the customer give us a tour of the home, where the Joey receivers are going to be. It's a great opportunity to ask them where their internet source is. And again, to Josh's point, if Hopper IP is non-existent in the location that we're at, it's a great opportunity. Get them on the phone with the dream team, maybe do an expressed written consent form and earn some retail money, which is also paid out on the 20th. So who doesn't want extra money on their paycheck? Josh, he certainly does. He's made it very clear. He's committed to connectivity. He's been committed to connectivity for a very long time. Josh, we appreciate you, man. And hey, man, maybe we'll do this again real soon.
Can't wait. One of the easiest ways to make money in the company.
Boom. There you have it. Nothing else to say, man.
All right.
You're a stud. Appreciate it.